Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Start Coding Class. So in the previous video, we have learned how to retrieve data from database using Laravel 13 Query Builder. But retrieving data is only one part of the application. But what if you want to add new user to the database, update an existing record and delete unwanted record? So these are the operations you will perform in almost every real world application. Whether you are building a CRM, e-commerce website, school management system, inventory software, or any enterprise application, insert, update, and delete operations are used daily. So in this video, you will learn how to perform a CRUD writing operations using Laravel 13 Query Builder with practical example. So in this video, we are going to cover some query builder recap and insert record, insert multiple record, update single and multiple record, delete single and multiple record, and understand affected row count also. And we will cover most important interview question also by the end of this video. So let's go in VS Code and we will see the real code example in our project. So in the previous video, we have already learned that how to fetch record from the database. So you can see we have created a simple index function and there is a route called home route. So this route is calling this index function and this index function is returning this query builder we have used here, and we have everything I have discussed. So if you do not have watched that video, so just go and check out that video. Okay, so next is add the record. Okay, so create a function to add record. So public insert record. Okay, and here if you are new, so you need to add this db facade also. I have created this function insert record. Function is missing, so public function insert record. Okay, and let's create a route also for that. Okay, so route, get route, and simply add data, add, and after that our controller name. So our controller is user controller, and the class and everything will be inside array format. Okay, now it's perfect. So user controller is, I think, already included. Yes, user controller is included, so no problem. So this user control will call this function insert record. Okay, so now I am going to insert my first record. Okay, so we will use db table name is users, and inside this name and email, and if you want, so you can use password also. Okay, a status also. So these records will be inserted into our database, and if the everything is working perfectly, so it will return record inserted successfully. Okay, so let's check this. So just 127.8,000/8, and let me open the database also. PHP myadmin. So our database is Laravel first app. Okay, so here you can see the user table is there and we have only 5 records. So here this URL, it will add the record. Okay, if everything is okay, there is no error, so it will add the record. So there is some error. Okay, so nitish@example.com is already inserted into database. So let me check this. So nitish@example.com is already inserted. So that's why it's showing, that's why it's giving error. So change this Gmail. Okay, so now I think there is no problem. So again run this, so you can see the record inserted successfully, and we can see if I am going to refresh the database, so you will see this 7th record. Okay, not it's 6th record, but there is one record is deleted, that's why its ID is 7. Okay, so we have 5 record previously, but now we have 6 record, so new record is inserted. Okay, so this line of code is just selecting the user table, so it's just equivalent to select star from users table, and but this is selecting the user table but for insert operation. Okay, so this insert method add new record into database and store name column value, store the email column value and the password column value, and then if the everything is okay, returning the message record inserted successfully. So if I talking about the behind the scene which query is generating, so you can see just like insert into users table. So insert into users table, name, email ID, password, and status, and the value Nitish Kumar, nitish@gmail.com, and password is password123, and status is 1. Okay, so behind the scene, this query builder, Laravel query builder, generate the query something like this. okay, but the query is same, okay, because our PHP MySQL don't understand this code, so Laravel convert, okay. So now this is for single record. So if you want to insert the multiple record, okay, so we can do, you can see inside the insert we have array. So if you want to insert the another record, so now let's do one thing, and after this another, and after this. So now we are taking the name like Rahul, and email ID rahul@gmail.com, and password is 123, and status is 1, and also going to change this name also. So this name like Amit, and this is, so now I'm going to insert two record, same query. So previously we have seen that single record, but now I'm going to insert the multiple record in one time, okay. So let's now hit this URL. So you can see in the DB also there is only 6 record. So now after hitting this URL, you the 2 record will insert it inside the DB. Okay, hit this. You can see record inserted successfully. Okay, and if you refresh this, so you can see it's 8 record. So new record Amit and Rahul is inserted successfully. Okay, so now let's learn update operation. This is our insert operation. So now again I am going to create another function called public function update record. Okay, and I'm going to create a route also. Okay, so let's create a route update. Okay, and the function name is update the record. So for that also we need to call db facade db table, and table name is users, and after that where condition, okay, where status 1, and then 1, and then update function, or inside the update function suppose I'm going to change the status field as 0. Okay, so this way the all the status will be 0. Okay, so let's do this, and this query is returning row count. This query is how many records is affecting this query. So you can return here, return something like this. So row count means 2 record updated successfully, or 3 record, or 4 record, whatever. So it will show the message something like this. Okay, so let's do right here update, and hit this. So you can see 6 record updated successfully. So we have the status with 1 is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that's why it's showing 6 record is updated. So now if I replace this, so every all the status will be 0. Okay, so now you can see, so our update record is successfully working. Okay, now you can understand query. The DB table user is selecting the user table, and where this condition is putting the condition where a status is equal to 1, and this update function is going to update the function. So you can write here multiple conditions also. A status is equal to 0. If you want to change the name, so you can write here name is equal to this, email is equal to this, and whatever you want to change. So everything you can change here. Okay, so if I'm talking about the behind the scene, the query is running. So you can see update users, and set a status is equal to 0, where a status is equal to 1. Okay, so behind the scene, the this query builder, Laravel query builder, generate the query something like this. Okay, so both this query and this query builder is equivalent. Okay, so the next condition is, you have already seen, this is also the example of multiple record. One example for single record also. If you want to update the single record, so just comment out this and just write here ID. Okay, so ID equal to 1. So update the, suppose name equal to like, let me check this. So in ID1 it's Nitish Kumar. Okay, so I want to change this as Nitish Misra. Okay, so just write here Nitish and Misra, and email ID also want to change. Okay, so email ID Nitish Mishra @gmail.com. Okay, so now it will change the single record. So previously we have, by mistake we have changed the multiple record. We have covered the multiple record. So now I'm going to show you the single record. Okay, so where condition is, where is ID and we will going to change on the basis of this ID, so name and email ID. So let me check this. So currently name is Nitish Kumar and email ID is nitish@example.com. So now if I am going to hit this URL, so it will change this. You can see one record updated successfully. Now let's refresh this. So now you can see Nitish Mishra and Nitish Mishra @gmail.com. So we have covered single and multiple record update also. Okay. So now it's time to move to our delete operation. So for that also just create public function delete. I have installed the Copilot. So this Copilot giving me the suggestion. Okay. Delete record and let's create a route also. Okay, so you can see delete and delete record. Okay, just write here row count equal to db colon table users where we need to write here where condition. So suppose I'm going to delete the record for this user Rahul. So ID is 1. So first delete the single record 9. Okay, and then simply delete. Call the delete function and now return message row count record deleted successfully. Let's check this. So currently the Rahul Kumar, the ID is 9 is currently existing in our database table. But when I'm going to run this function delete record with the help of this API delete API, so it will delete the record. Okay. Here you can see one record deleted successfully, and let's refresh this. So currently we have total 8 record. So when I'm going to refresh this, so it will show the 7 record. Okay. So you can see that Rahul Kumar is removed. ID number 9 is removed. Okay. So you can now you understand how to delete single record. Okay. So if you want to delete the multiple record, okay. So for that also I'm going to cover it. So in this situation, in this single record, the behind the scene query is delete from users where ID is equal to 9. So behind the scene, this Laravel query builder is generating this MySQL query. Okay, the both this query and this query is equivalent. Okay, so now let's move to multiple delete record. Okay, so if you want to delete the record, so let's do one thing. Suppose I'm going to delete the role is user. Whatever the role is user, so I'm going to delete all the record. So you can see the role user is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 record will be deleted. Okay, now let's do this role like role and the role is user. Okay, so this query will delete approximately, not approx, it's deleting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records. Okay, so everything is okay. So let's check this. So currently we have 7 record, and when I'm going to refresh this, so you can see 5 record deleted successfully, and in our table also currently have 7 record. Now refresh this. So you can see only 2 record is remaining. Remaining 5 record is deleted. Okay. So everything is deleted now. Okay. So I have already promised you to cover one important interview question. So today interview question is what is the difference between delete and Truncate? Okay. So you have seen we have deleted the record. Okay. 5 record in the table. Okay. So let's do one thing. Just delete all the record. Okay, so status is 0. So just write here status is 0. Okay, so now refresh this. So you can see 2 record is deleted. So now there is no record. Okay, so you can see the table is empty. So if I am going to insert the record, so just it will add the record. Okay, so if I am going to refresh this, so you can see we have already 9th ID is there. Okay, so last ID was 9, max ID was ID is 9. So if I am going to delete the record with the help of delete, so it will not reset auto increment. So it will not, if new record will insert, so it will not start from 1. So it will start the next whatever we have previous ID was there. So we will this will insert the new record after that. Okay, but if you are going to use the Truncate method, so if I'm going to use here not delete Truncate, okay, Truncate, so just remove this Truncate method. So it will remove all the, just remove this where condition. Okay, so it will remove all the record. So just right here delete Okay, so now it's removing all the record from the user table. So you can see, and now if I am going to add the new record, just hit this add route. Now the ID is start from 1. So now you understand the difference between the delete and Truncate. The delete is if you have suppose 10 record and you have deleted all the record with the help of delete method. So if you want to insert the record, so it will start from 11. Okay, but if you are going to delete the record with the help of Truncate method, so it will reset the auto increment counter. So it will start from 1, not from the previous record, after the previous record. So today we have learned how to perform insert, update, delete operation using Laravel 13 query builder, and also affected row. You can see the row count. So it's also very important, and also Truncate versus delete method also. So in the next video, we will connect query builder with the HTML form and learn how user can submit data from a web page directly into the database. So that's where we will start building real world application. So if this video is helpful for you, so please like this video, subscribe this channel, and hit the bell icon to get latest updated video from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.